Hi there, my name is Laerta. If you've ever been fed up with your energy vanishing without any apparent cause, or with fears that keep you from realizing your life's ambitions, know that you're not alone. Imagine turning this strength, which frequently appears wasted, into one that genuinely helps you live a more confident and fulfilling life. In order to fully transform how you feel and display yourself to the world, I will demonstrate in this video how the practice of retention can be the key to drawing respect, opportunities, and genuine connections. Follow me through to the finish to learn how to turn every ounce of your energy into limitless possibilities. Since the intensity of what is presented in this chapter not only grabs your attention, but also calls us to a transformative awakening that goes beyond the merely physical resources to touch the essence of our being. I come to share with you an analysis that is profoundly personal and resonates with every fiber of my being. As I explore this story, I am driven to show that the restlessness that many of us feel, that unexplainable sensation that something inside of us is waiting to come to life, is not a mental whim but rather a clear indication that there is a hidden force within that has the power to change how we interact with others, how confident we are, and most importantly, how the outside world perceives us. The process by which we allow our vital force to resonate on emotional and spiritual planes, expanding our auric field and creating a distinctive and alluring signature that becomes our true legacy, is what I realize when I consider the idea that retention goes far beyond conserving energy in a physical form. I can recall innumerable accounts and experiences that I have seen, both in myself and in others who share my path, where guys who had before felt invisible in the throng were now surrounded by the stares they carried after embracing this practice. Appreciation and respect, as though the universe started to subtly acknowledge and value each drop of stored energy, showing up as a magnetic and nearly tangible presence. The growth of the energy field and this transformation, in my opinion, are not the product of chance but rather of consciousness applied to the rerouting of all our vital energy in the direction of the development of a new paradigm of self-knowledge. I can plainly see how the practice of retention leads to a new age of self-mastery in which the once disorganized mind becomes focused and sharp, the posture aligns with an inner truth, and the voice gets firmer. This evolution is more than just an attempt at seduction or attention-seeking out of vanity. It is, above all, a call to give up outdated ideas and adopt a new way of living, where inner peace serves as the lighthouse that illuminates not only one's own path, but also the path of everyone who approaches with the genuine intention of evolving. The significance of responsibility on this trip cannot be overstated, as every deliberate decision to hold on to this sacred energy necessitates an unflinching dedication to our own development and the defense of our inner field against harmful forces that might lurk in an effort to sap our power. Saying no to fleeting temptations and yes to developing relationships and behaviors that respect our true selves is a daily struggle that requires unwavering awareness. However, the magnetism that results from this practice, that subtle shine that sets us apart without ever becoming ostentatious, has the capacity to draw in both those who are looking for true evolution and those who, motivated by lesser impulses, might simply wish to bask in a light that is not wholly yours. This dichotomy is something I personally deal with in every encounter, as realizing that our energy is a valuable resource that needs to be safeguarded invariably comes with the difficulties that come with living a life in which every move, glance, and word is altered, in a mirror reflecting our inner selves. Every day, I feel like I'm taking up more space, not an intimidating amount of space, but a space of heightened presence. And I believe that how we choose to channel this life force directly affects our capacity to change the world. It feels like I'm watching in real time a potential that seemed dormant come to life when I see that, after 40 days of dedication to this practice, the looks become more intense, the conversations become deeper interactions, and the very essence of my being overflows with an energy that no longer requires external validation. The act of keeping the seed is, in fact, a sign of the ability to turn scattered energy into focused force that can provide career prospects, since this change transcends the physical and affects the most delicate parts of life, and to reinforce interpersonal bonds in a manner that is really magical. I never forget the statements of people who, after beginning this exercise, report feeling more confident and seeing a noticeable shift in how they are viewed, as though the world around them responded naturally to their rekindled enthusiasm. This change, in my opinion, demonstrates that the real worth of retention is found in the capacity to change both our internal and external realities, where the rebalancing of our inner strengths results in a potent and genuine manifestation of our true selves. Every phrase I use to describe this experience seems to carry the weight and lightness of a fresh cycle, where discovering how to harness and safeguard our energy serves as the cornerstone of ongoing change. I discovered that every obstacle, whether it be an inquisitive expression or a provocation that attempts to disturb our composure, is actually a chance to reinforce our resolve and reaffirm our goal of pursuing genuine progress. This knowledge permeates every part of my life, from how I interact with others to how I handle every challenge that comes up in day-to-day living. I understand that the practice of retention is not merely a seduction tactic, but rather a genuine urge to fully embrace our vitality and turn that once dispersed energy into a driving force for spiritual development and self-discovery. However, I also acknowledge that this energy, when misdirected, can create traps that readily feed the ego and result in counterproductive behaviors. For this reason, it is necessary to examine it carefully and maintain a modest attitude in the face of the many temptations that are present in modern life. This dichotomy presents a daily challenge to me personally, since I am continually reminded that the practice's core is not showing off power in an attempt to impress, but rather being able to uphold a vibrational integrity that subtly draws possibilities and relationships that support one another's progress. I can't help but feel a great sense of gratitude for having discovered a way that enables me to access levels of energy that I never even thought were possible as I notice each small shift in my presence, such as the slight change in posture, the way my voice takes on a more determined timbre, and the sensation that my surroundings become more receptive. This trip is, above all, a process of waking, where the greatest obstacle is learning to respect and protect oneself. This is vividly reminded by every glance that stays for a few moments, and every honest remark that asks what has changed. Vital energy. Through this process of self-discovery, I discovered that real transformation happens when we cease looking for approval from others and concentrate on balancing our mind, body, and spirit. This enables stored energy to become a potent source of fuel for our own personal development. I can recall times when I made the decision to detach myself from the fleeting need for approval or the pressure to live up to others' expectations in order to rediscover my actual strength, my identity. Even if it was difficult, this choice was crucial in creating a stronger character and an aura that, of course, exuded a sense of security that lived deeply without needing to be defended or explained. I learned from this experience that the glow that results from retention is an inner light that shines through all facets of life and serves as the basis for more sincere connections and the realization of a higher purpose. I am aware that there will be difficulties along the way because they are a necessary component of the process of growing and expanding our consciousness. Overcoming long-standing addictions, resisting the need for instant satisfaction, and upholding self-control in the face of a society that continuously tempts us to overindulge are challenges that try our resolve while also highlighting the significance of every deliberate decision. As a result, every challenge turns into a worthwhile teaching opportunity, a call to step up the practice and broaden the comprehension that stored energy is a tool for achieving greater integrity and self-awareness rather than an aim in and of itself. I can say with confidence and experience that this practice is a real life-changing moment for men because it teaches us to safeguard our inner power, which changes not just how we live but also how we relate to others, the environment we live in. This change, which shows up in subtle and ongoing ways, encourages us to discover new things, to let go of the constraints placed on us by outdated ideas, and to adopt a way of life that prioritizes self-control, self-awareness, and most importantly, self-respect. Same. The idea that retention is a potent instrument that, when used well, can propel us to levels of evolution we never would have thought possible is reinforced by every tale I hear and every experience I share. I feel privileged to have gone through these transformations and to be able to communicate, with the candor of someone who has been through this, that real transformation is achieved by acknowledging our inner strength and accepting responsibility for every energy we select. Maintaining and applying this strength to create a life characterized by genuineness, direction, and ongoing development. For me, The most comprehensive kind of emancipation is this path, which calls for commitment, self-awareness, and an almost religious discipline. By converting the energy that looked scattered into a potent dynamic flow, I create room for a more complete and interconnected life, with the best qualities of who we are. With every breath, I am convinced that this path is not just about changing one's habits, but about discovering a new way of living in which one's stored energy becomes a light that illuminates not only oneself, but also people who come into contact with us, encouraging them to pursue the same truth that releases us from the constraints of the surface and brings us into contact with what is most genuine and transformative in the human experience. Every difficulty I encounter and every barrier I go beyond serves as a reminder that real success comes from preserving the integrity of our energy, despite the world's insistence on forcing us into patterns that are inconsistent with who we really are. I truly think that this practice, which is so rich and intricate, challenges us to go beyond our emotional and physical boundaries in order to attain a peace that can only come from having a strong sense of self-awareness and the guts to intentionally change every part of our lives. By accepting this duty, I believe I am not only directing my own course in life, but also helping to build a world in which men are seen as genuine role models who can motivate meaningful change in their communities. I am proud of this experience and am motivated to keep investing in each moment of retention because I know that every moment I spend doing this is an investment in my own development and in fortifying a presence that subtly changes the world around me. With the knowledge that true transformation only occurs when we are able to acknowledge and honor the greatness that resides within us, allowing it to manifest itself in all aspects of our existence with the strength and lightness of those who live in complete harmony with their purpose. I am incredibly grateful that I have discovered a path that enables me to access such powerful energy, and that I can share the lessons I have learned from this journey with each of you. You're going to learn something that has the power to change your life. I've compiled the most profound teachings on Kundalini, crystalline oil, and spiritual liberation in my new book, Alchemy of the Gods, providing a formidable instrument to help you discover your inner potential and boost your energy to previously unthinkable heights. This publication, which is available in physical, digital, and audiobook formats, was produced to provide you access to the keys to a total metamorphosis through the use of seminal retention at any time and from any location. Now listen carefully, because I'm about to start with something you didn't anticipate. The Semen Retention Success Path is the ultimate manual you've been looking for if you're prepared to change your life and get more energy than you've ever thought possible. I researched the 6 main topics of semen retention content and combined them into a more than 2-hour audiobook that is packed with insightful knowledge for your growth. Imagine regaining your vigor, developing deeply and permanently, and discovering a vast amount of vital energy. This audiobook is the master key that unlocks doors to a new degree of success and accomplishment, not merely a source of information. There's more. You will receive a 30% discount on my exclusive ebook, The Art of Semen Retention for Men, when you buy the audiobook. This ebook contains 20 additional pages of powerful techniques for spiritual development, emotional balance, self-knowledge, spiritual connection, and finding your life's purpose. With the belief that I assist individuals in realizing their own potential, I extend an invitation to you to move forward with total metamorphosis. Seize this rare chance by clicking the link in the description and the highlighted comment to get your copy and begin your evolutionary journey right now. It doesn't end there. If you're interested in learning more about this cosmos, visit our Gods of Semen channel's New Members tab. Being a large supporter on YouTube gives you access to special features like lives and highlights in the comments, and it also serves as a strong incentive for me to keep providing you all with news and stuff that will change your life. This is your opportunity to invest in things that have the potential to significantly alter your life and to be a part of an active community that values self-awareness and genuine progress. The metamorphosis begins right now, so don't delay any longer. I'm in the middle of a trip that constantly shows me the myriad subtleties of energy that, with the right guidance, may change not just the physical body, but also the soul and spirit. As I learn more about the retention technique, I can see how emotional components come together in unexpected ways to bring about a clarity of thought that had seemed far away. In the closeness of my being, I sense that every emotion that was previously uncontrollable and chaotic now finds a place of equilibrium, enabling me to see and comprehend old patterns of compulsion and lack that earlier led me into meaningless experiences and shallow relationships. I now view life from a fresh angle, where every urge is guided with an accuracy that can only be achieved with in-depth self-awareness and internal self-control. I feel as though by engaging in this practice, I have access to a reservoir of energizing energy that continuously replenishes my vitality with every sunrise, giving me a disposition that goes beyond simple sexual arousal and shows itself as a condition of stability and tranquility, almost tangible, as though my libido were compared to a river that, despite its constant flow, never permits itself to be overtaken by chaos or excess. A reflection of the subtle energy that enables me to make thoughtful word choices, maintain an honest gaze, and turn every tense situation into an opportunity for growth and learning. This inner constancy enables me to face daily challenges with a calm that previously seemed unachievable. It also helps me realize that by maintaining this vital force, I not only cultivate a personal magnetism, but also become a reference of solidity for those around me. By assuming this mindful stance, I believe my presence is enhanced in a special way, allowing me to draw not only adoring looks, but also genuine friendships and interactions founded on understanding, where superficiality gives way to something profound and transforming. Along the way, I feel as though every part of me, mind, body, emotions, and spirituality, harmonizes in a state of harmony that enables me to clearly redefine my goals and reassess my relationships in light of new insights, and focus my efforts on the things that are truly important. This internal change is so strong that I can frequently see small changes in myself, like a firmer voice, posture that reflects the truth that speaks to me, and an aura that, despite outward appearances, exudes strength that makes me stand out from the crowd. For instance, I see how the body and mind can change in a way that communicates resolve without ever becoming conceited in gyms. It seems like every movement has a deeper meaning, a message that discipline and self-awareness are the real foundations of success. In a visceral sense, I believe that this energy not only attracts interested onlookers, but also extends an invitation to those in my immediate vicinity to pursue this internal development. This is a chance to be motivated to refocus your own energy toward genuine development, even if you don't fully comprehend the phenomenon. However, I am aware that this expansion of the energy field carries a great deal of responsibility since, if handled improperly, it can quickly turn into a tool to stroke the ego, or worse, draw in those who exploit the light without genuinely wanting to. Collaborative evolution. This duty motivates me to develop energy protection and meditation practices every day, which are crucial for preserving the integrity of my auric field and avoiding compromising outside forces that would deplete the energy I have worked so hard to rebuild and fortify. I believe that as I grow along this path, every protective practice and meditation session turns into a barrier that protects my true self and enables me to distinguish between people who come with good intentions and those who are just looking to enjoy an aura that, because it is so intensely vibrant, can satiate transient cravings. This increased consciousness helps me to see that inner magnetism is a strength that should be viewed as a tool for personal development rather than a trophy to be flaunted, and that it is not a call to ostentation, but rather an invitation to maturity and humility. When confronted with difficult circumstances, when attention can be drawn unduly to my recently discovered attributes, I learn to remain grounded and cherish the essence that subtly changes me from the inside out. I really believe that one of the best gifts I can give myself is the emotional stability that comes with retention, because it enables me to reevaluate my priorities and concentrate my efforts on endeavors that genuinely advance the greater good, whether it be in the realm of my personal, professional, or spiritual life. This sense of purpose clarity is like a lighthouse that protects my route from temptations and diversions that might otherwise cause me to lose sight of my actual objectives. During this process of metamorphosis, I've come to understand that every alteration, no matter how minor, helps to build a new, stronger, and more capable self. It seems like my connections go deeper, my mind gets sharper, and my actions show an unshakable commitment to growth and evolution every single day. This internal growth, which embodies the essence of self-knowledge, allows for natural productivity, the transformation of conversation into rich dialogues, and the gradual overcoming of ancestors' fears in favor of a confidence that comes from within and is independent of outside validations. Every stage of this journey has shown me that the energy that had been wasted on whims and diversions has been transformed into a useful resource that can be used to drive innovation, creativity, and progress in all facets of life. I really believe that keeping the seed is a lifestyle that includes spiritual awakening and an unwavering dedication to respecting one's own essence rather than just a solitary activity. This deliberate decision motivates me to live life to the fullest, changing every part of my life and having a positive impact on everyone I come into contact with. I see the untapped potential that exists in every guy who is determined to take complete control of his vital energy, reflected in every careful glance and word that expresses admiration for a small alteration. Despite its difficulties, I believe this practice is essential to unlocking previously inaccessible doorways to new connections, career opportunities, and most importantly, a meaningful and purposeful existence. This path's strength is demonstrated by its capacity to change not just how other people view me, but, more significantly, how I view myself. Every day of retention helps me to understand that real transformation originates inward, and that energy is something that should be nurtured via self-love and discipline rather than wasted or shown. In this way, every meditation method and every reflective time turns into a holy rite that fortifies my will to carry on with my quest for self-awareness. I believe that by taking this practice seriously, I change my life into a continuous process of development and evolution, where every setback is turned into a worthwhile lesson, and every accomplishment, no matter how minor, is hailed as a step in the right direction, toward a more complete and thoughtful life. It's remarkable how the emotional stability I've gained with retention can alter the dynamics of my relationships and enable me to speak more honestly without being constrained by my past fears and overactive impulses. With thankfulness, I acknowledge that this change not only improves my life, but also has a beneficial effect on the surroundings, encouraging others to pursue the same level of equilibrium and mental clarity. My dedication to this practice is inspired by the profoundly moving experience of waking up every day with a disposition that transcends physical excitement and reaches energy levels that nurture the body and the spirit. During this trip, I discovered that when the heart is in harmony with the larger purpose of life and the mind is at ease, social interactions take on a new dimension. Every exchange of words, every glance, has the vibe of a person who understands the importance of introspection and self-control. This subtle change, which some people cannot see, seems to me to be a call to individuals who want to move past superficiality and discover a genuine evolutionary path. And during this process, I come to see that retention is much more than just a straightforward way to save energy. It is, above all, a call to live intentionally, change every part of my life, and powerfully and silently elevate those around me. I accept this practice with an open mind and a grateful heart, knowing that every day presents a fresh chance to fortify my inner field and turn my journey into a real-life illustration of self-awareness and progress. This belief motivates me to persevere despite hardship, because I am aware that the benefits of wise and responsible energy channeling are not only quantified by short-term outcomes, but also by the profound and long-lasting change that results. Every time I reflect, I am confident that the advantages of this practice outweigh any restrictions placed on it by the body or the mind, unveiling a world in which self-awareness and self-control coexist to create a fully realized individual. I fervently believe that the clarity that comes from this trip enables me to rethink not only my objectives, but also how I interact with the outside world, generating a positive feedback loop in which every internal accomplishment is mirrored in an energy that has the power to change the world. Therefore, in light of every obstacle and every new accomplishment, I reaffirm my belief that the practice of retention is, in fact, a necessary route for anyone hoping to rise above the norm and achieve a state of existence characterized by honesty, equilibrium, and a profound awareness of the power that each of us possesses. After that, the process becomes clear as a vital instrument for developing genuine relationships, strengthening oneself, and creating new opportunities in all areas of life. I believe that energy, which was before scattered in uncontrollable impulses, finds its actual purpose when it is focused on self-awareness, enabling each moment to be lived with purpose and passion. Through this exercise, I learned to appreciate every little internal shift and subtle modification in my vibrational field, because they all contribute to an evolution that transcends the physical realm and becomes ingrained in the soul. As I consider these factors, I see that retention's actual strength is in its capacity to turn disorder into order, and uncontrollable urge into energy focused on reaching my most profound objectives. In addition to being a tool for personal growth, this metamorphosis serves as a potent reminder to everyone who aspires to live truly and connect with their actual selves. It motivates me to consistently create a state of mind that values alertness, stability, and clarity of purpose. I believe that the practice constantly discloses to me new aspects of my inner potential, which fortifies my resolve to keep going despite obstacles and to seize every chance for development with the knowledge that I am headed in the right direction. Correct. This journey is unquestionably one of the most transforming experiences I have ever had, because it enables me to reach levels of consciousness that previously seemed unachievable and helps me understand how crucial it is to maintain discipline and focus in order to avoid getting sidetracked by distractions. Daily, I continue on this path with a sense of great responsibility, knowing that every deliberate decision I make is an investment in both my own development and the creation of a world where vital energy, when properly nurtured, serves as the cornerstone of a full existence, of meaning and purpose. I find that the power of retention is not just in preserving energy, but also in converting it to a degree that resonates in every aspect of my life when I experience this balance between body, mind, and spirit. To me, this practice, which may appear to be a straightforward act of self-discipline to others, reveals itself as the master key that opens the doors to a new realm of existence, where depth and authenticity of self-knowledge develop in an unshakable way. During this process of self-transformation, I discovered that every day is a different chance to fortify my energy field and reaffirm my dedication to a path of ongoing progress, where emotional stability and clarity serve as the cornerstones for everything I do. Activities. Once scattered in fleeting impulses, the energy is now focused in every gesture, intentional word, and glance that shows the real self of a man who made the decision to live in harmony with his higher purpose. Even when daily temptations attempt to divert me from the path, this conscience keeps me going and feeds the fire of self-knowledge that constantly shows itself as the real essence of a life-changing lifestyle. I have a strong sense that the retention practice takes me to a higher plane of existence, where every difficulty is seen as a chance to further comprehend the inner strength that makes me special, rather than as an insurmountable barrier. The ability to transform one's energy into a catalyst for personal and spiritual growth is what truly defines evolution, as this road of change, filled with obstacles and discoveries, teaches me every day. Allowing myself to fully experience this experience makes me feel as though I am not only influencing my own fate, but also helping to create a world in which men become authentic headlights, who inspire and transform anyone who has the guts to look within and discover the truth that lies at its heart. This dedication to evolution, which shows up in every choice and action, is tangible evidence that the practice of retention is, above all, a celebration of the human ability to connect with the primordial energy that propels the universe and to transcend the boundaries imposed by daily life. Every event I've had and every obstacle I've surmounted strengthens my belief that by being mindful and managing this energy, I'm not only guaranteeing a better balanced life, but also helping to create a society that values and celebrates honesty and self-awareness. Every step I take to preserve and cultivate my vital energy is a firm step towards a transformation that goes beyond the physical and reaches the highest spheres of being. When I think back on all that this practice offers me, I feel a profound sense of gratitude and respect for the chance to walk this path. This view encourages me to hold on, resisting fleeting distractions, and devote all of my energy to a higher goal, where internal equilibrium serves as the secret to a meaningful, purposeful, and ever-evolving life. I feel as though I am getting closer to the essence of the person I was meant to be with every day that passes, since I realized that my true power is to keep my energy pure. In the process, I am also helping to create a new reality in which every man can at last realize his full potential. The conversion of scattered energy into a unified and unwavering force that can illuminate the path to profound self-awareness and the realization of our deepest aspirations is the real miracle of retention. Thus, every experience, every obstacle, and every triumph become crucial components in creating a legacy that surpasses the confines of space and time, and that, in a quiet yet potent way, inspires us to live a fuller life, where self-worth, discipline, and clarity unite to create the framework for a new era of existence. This journey, full of subtleties and revelations, is the pinnacle of what it means to live in harmony with one's own essence. It motivates me to keep investing in what truly matters. The development of an inner energy that, true to its transforming nature, is the real secret to evolution, and the achievement of a life full of genuine and enduring accomplishments. I believe that many of you have already experienced the sense of squandered energy and missed possibilities that comes from not knowing how to use your full strength in this internal conflict. This journey of self-knowledge and development can be the path to a fresh start if you have already found yourself caught in a cycle of discontent, struggling with the uneasiness and lack of confidence that keep you from realizing your goals. Please like, subscribe to the channel, and share this message with those who need to feel this strength if this video awakens something inside of you. Additionally, remember to watch the following video, in which we will continue our exploration of the realm of vital energy and personal development.